Here are the parts that we want to assemble, right? And here is the final thing that we're trying to make, right? So this is the mechanism, and it's going to spin, and it's going to make the upper jaw go out, open and close, right? So let's take a look for a second. That's the mechanism, okay? And it's going to be held in here. It's going to turn around like so, right? And the structure, this structure of the body is going to, we're going to tuck the upper part of this straw, we're going to tuck it in here, okay? So we limit the motion of this straw. It won't be able to go all the way one side to the other. It will only be able to go be facing up, and so when we spin the wheels, turn the wheels, then the straw goes up and down, right, and lifts the jaw up and down. That's how it's going to form, right? Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to glue. I already glued one wheel, but we need to glue the wheel in here, right? And we need to connect this mechanism with this body, okay? So, and with these two legs. So first of all, I already did it. I enlarged this little hole a little bit. So I had a push pin hole, right, like this, and I made it a bit bigger, like so, like this, okay? Ignore this hole. This hole is not going to show in your piece of work. I'm just showing how I created this one, okay? So ignore this one. This one does not exist. Okay, so I'm going to connect the wire with the wheel, okay, and I'm going to make sure that there's an angle of 45 degrees between this rod and the side of the wheel, okay? So I'm going to glue this to that, and I'm going to make sure that it's glued like using another piece of what we call it, a cardboard, right? So I'm going to get my glue gun. Don't go anywhere, just stick around. Here's my glue gun, and okay, and here's the okay. This is going to be right here. Make sure you don't put your hands underneath the glue gun. Just side by side. Place the hand and the glue gun side by side and not one on top of the other, so you prevent leaking glue on your hands, right? Okay, this is going to be here, and where's my little... Okay, this is going to be right here, and this is going to be here, right? And where's my pliers? A second. And just in order to squish everything together, not the glue gun, get out of here. Okay, let's make sure we really tightly squeeze the wire and the cardboard wheel, okay, so they stick to one another. Nice. Not too hot any longer. Okay, now when it dries, you can make sure that the wheels are not so pretty. Not so pretty. Let's straighten this. And Try to, okay, this is fine. Let's see how it works. And not too bad, not too good though. Okay, let's check it again. Fine, right? Yeah, that's fine. Now we want to use these two we call it legs, and they will connect the mechanism with the body, right? And we want to place the straw in the forgot how you name this part, the lower jaw. Okay, so as you can see here, I already prepared two large holes. I don't know which one of them is going to fit better. Just to show you how I'm punching the hole, let's take another one, for example. Okay, I'm using a pencil. I'm making sure that my fingers are not on the way and not going to be stabbed by the pencil, and I'm holding the pencil by its tip, not far away from the tip, not like this, but like this. Okay, so that I have control on how much it's going to be able to get inside. Okay, so holding it close to the tip is pretty much sharp, and make sure that hands are not on the way, and spinning it. If it doesn't work, you can use my where did I put it, my push pin, right, for an initial hole. Okay, I used this is not a push pin, but whatever. Make an initial hole, and then it will be easier for me to form a hole as large as I need, so that the straw can fit inside and there's no friction here. Okay, the hole is large enough for this to move up and down with no, or actually for this to move up and down with no friction. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're doing. So let's try this hole. Okay, put it in here. Okay, okay, let's give it a no. I'm guessing this is going to work maybe better. No. Okay, let's give it a try. This is going to be placed here, right? The back side of the body of this creature, right? And the feet are going to be glued on one end here, and on the other hand in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start by gluing this part to the little tube, right? So let's separate it for a second and put some glue in here. Okay, this is going to be here. Be careful not to burn yourself. Make sure that the leg is going to be 45 degrees to the wire. Okay, not diagonally, not like this, but like that. Okay, like so. This is facing this direction, and these two are facing that direction. Okay, one more. once again, my hands would never be underneath the glue gun, always next to it. This is going to be a bit tricky. Okay, this is going to be here, here, nice and pretty smooth. Okay, this is okay, right? Now let's hope for good results, and last step would be troubleshooting. Okay, so this is going to be here, this is going to be someplace here, and let's hold it, see what happens when why don't you There's friction with the floor, so it doesn't spin nicely, and there's a chance that we might need to fold it a little bit, okay, so that it can go up and down. Okay, let's glue these two yellow legs in here. Okay, so I want to take a look at it and see if it looks nice or not. I think I made them a bit too. Okay, that's gonna be all right. All right. Okay, so these are going to be glued in here. Said okay, I will mark them for me to be easy. This is going to be here, and this is going to be, this is going to be here, right? This is going to be here. Okay, let's take them apart. What did we say once again? Okay, this is going to be here, right? And this is going to be here, one here, one and two. A bit tricky, not saying. A bit tricky. Okay, my finger is stuck. Help! Okay, let's make sure that everything tries to be as parallel as possible. Okay, I don't want them to face different directions. I want them to be just like a mirror image of one another. Okay, let's make sure, go away, let's make sure they are okay, not too bad. Okay, now this is going to be, why don't you roll back? Why don't you roll back? Why don't you, oh, look, there's, you see what happens here, there's a, now we're reaching the most beautiful part. So that we want to, because this is folding instead of pushing. You see what happens here? Instead of pushing, it folds the straw. I'm talking about the straw. Instead of pushing, it folds, and then we have a little bit of friction here. So what I am going to do, I don't like it. It makes problem for the wheels to spin, right? So I am going to cut this a bit more. Like I'm going to cut it in here. What I'm doing now is troubleshooting. So after I've done everything I need to do and I prepared the parts and I've assembled them, now I'm taking a look for the first time and finding out all the troubles. Okay, so let's see what happens if I, wait a second, if I get rid of this piece of cardboard. Do you see what I'm doing? Okay, this is going to be out. Okay, let's take a look one more time. Oh, smooth almost. Oh, smooth. Now if we want the upper jaw to go down a little bit, we need to make sure that this straw is a bit more what do you call it, less upright and more folded. Okay, let's take another look. Oh, better, right? I like it. Now it's time for coloring, for preparing little details like eyes, ears, and stuff like that. Okay, I think we're good here, right? And you can add whatever tail you feel like adding. Okay, maybe this one. I would add this one, I guess. It's nice. Let's add it. Let's put the tail in here. Where is it? Where is my mind? Yeah. So there's green and green, and we're all good and happy. Make sure that the tail is parallel as much as possible to the straight line that goes here. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, cool, man. Bye bye now.